everyone, I hope you're all doing great. I'm Gwenastro Wilpilon and welcome to another edition of NEU Spotlight. Muli nating babalikan ang mga ilan sa mga naging kaganapan sa ating university at syempre hindi pa rin mawawala ang mga special features na inihanda ng Mundial, ang official student publication ng New Era University. Para sa events ng Spotlight, New Era University School of International Relations nagsagawa ng webinar na pinamagatang Untangling the Ukraine Crisis, Implications for the Philippines. New Era University Choir ipinagdiwang ang kanilang second anniversary sa pamamagitan ng isang virtual presentation. Para sa College Insight, ipakikilala sa atin ngayon ang ukol sa GS Accountancy. Para sa off-campus, alamin ang gandang taglay ng Calapan City, Mindoro, Oriental. At para sa panoorin at NEU, isa namang inspirational movie ang ibabahagi sa atin, ang black and white movie na The Miracle Worker. Pinangunahan ng New Era University School of International Relations ang isang napapanahong webinar na pinamagatang Untangling the Ukraine Crisis, Implications for the Philippines. Alamin ang buong balita na ihahatid ni Marco Angelo de Dios.
As the crisis in Ukraine continues to arise, the University School of International Relations conducted a live webinar. The resource speaker for this event was the former Philippine ambassador to Russia, His Excellency Carlos D. Serreta. Before the presentation started, an opening remark was led by Brother Cornelio Guerrero, the coordinator of the Russian Studies Center.
To our Russian colleagues and guests, Добро пожаловать. Мы благодарим вас за то, что вы приняли наше приглашение в этом онлайн-мероприятии. It is with great pleasure that we welcome you to this webinar entitled Untangling the Ukraine Crisis, Implications for the Philippines.
Before the participants listened to the discussion of the former ambassador, the audience was first briefed on the past and current relations of Russia and Ukraine.
Russia and Ukraine. These two countries share many things, from history and even origin to religion and culture, to fighting side by side common foes, from Mongol hordes to Axis armies. For centuries, boundaries were of little significance to these two peoples because these boundaries were so porous. The dissolution of the Soviet Union and the increase in Western influence in Ukraine meant the start of the end of the close partnership between Russia and Ukraine.
His Excellency Carlos D. Serreta then further discussed the implications for Filipinos living in Ukraine of the ongoing crisis in the area. And this is what he said.
In terms of Philippine foreign policy, Secretary Locsin has stated it quite plainly that our chief and singular concern is to take our kababayans in Ukraine out of harm's way. And to do this, we may have to rely on the kindness of Russia and Ukraine, depending on who controls the transport and communication lines in the areas where we will have to pass through. It's likely that our evacuation of our Filipinos there will have to be by road. And we hope that amidst all this military actions, there will be some humanitarian military action. There will be some humanitarian corridors, not only for Filipinos, but everybody seeking to find a safe haven.
Following his statement was a reaction from Professor Jonalyn Villasante.
May I first convey our gratitude to Ambassador Serreta for sharing his valuable time and knowledge as an expert and practitioner who truly understands the heart of the issue and its implications for the Philippines. I highly appreciate our resource speaker's objective and multidimensional approach in untangling the Ukraine crisis.
This event has informed its participants of the current situations brought by the crisis Ukraine has been facing against Russia, educating them on the issues at hand and the implications possible for Filipinos living in Ukraine. This is Marco Angelo de Dios for NEU Spotlight.
Maraming salamat, Mark. Ipinagdiwang ng mga miyembro ng New Era University Choir ang kanilang second anniversary sa pamamagitan ng isang virtual presentation. Ibabahagi sa atin ang iba pang detalye ni Mark DJ Torres.
Magkakalayo ba ng dako, tuloy pa rin ang pagbibigay kasiyahan ng mga mag-aaral na kaanib sa New Era University Choir. Nito lamang February 22, 2022 ay naging matagumpay ang kanilang isinagawang second anniversary virtual presentation. Istorya ng mga mag-aaral na naging bahagi sa New Era University Choir at mga nakamamangha at nakaaaliw na performances ang bumuo sa nasabing programa. Nabuo ang New Era University Choir noong January 2020, ngunit ika nga nila na buo man sa gitna ng pandemya, hindi mapipigilang maghatid ng ligaya.
Sa totoo lang, hindi talaga biro yung hirap sa paghahanda ng programa. Pero sa tulong ng bawat isa, mula sa pinagsama-samang ideas ng mga officers hanggang sa maagap na pagtugon ng mga members and trainees, naging magaan ang pagbuo ng presentation. Kaya nagpapasalamat ako sa lahat ng officers, members, and trainees ng University Choir dahil kahit magkakalayo man, maraming pagsubok, maraming hirap, ngunit dahil sa kanilang pakikipagkaisa, tagumpay ang nakamit.
Ang nasabing virtual presentation ay bukas para sa lahat at mapapanood sa NEU Culture and Arts YouTube channel. Ako po si Mark DJ Torres para sa NEU Spotlight.
Salamat, Mark. Para sa College Insight, ipapakilala sa atin ngayon ang kursong Bachelor of Science in Accountancy. Narito ang special feature ni Renzi Obaldo.
Good day everyone! Welcome sa College Insight. Sa pagkakataong ito ay itatampok natin ang kursong Bachelor of Science in Accountancy. Ang kursong Bachelor of Science in Accountancy o BSA ay isang 4-year course na maaaring i-take up ng mga mag-aaral na gusto magkaroon ng professional career bilang mga accountant, particular na bilang public accountant para sa civil service. At isa ang NEU Era University sa mga nakapag-produce ng mga mahuhusay na Certified Public Accountants o CPAs sa ating bansa. Patunay dito ang isa sa mga top-notchers sa October 2018 CPA Licensure Examination na si Juan Miguel Malyare, placing 5th with a 90.17% passing rate. Ang BSA ay nasa ilalim ng College of Accountancy. Hangarin ng buong college ang makapagbigay ng mataas na pamantayan ng edukasyon at pinakamahusay na kalidad ng pagsasanay sa larangan ng accounting. May handa ang mga mag-aaral sa kanilang future career at sa pagharap sa mga problemang darating sa kanila bilang mga accountant at negosyante. Ang College of Accountancy ay matatagpuan sa School of Management Building. Ito ay pinasinayaan noong August 8, 2019 sa pangunguna ng tagapamahalang pangkalahatan ng Iglesia ni Cristo, ang kapatid na Eduardo V. Manalo. Dito matatagpuan ang College of Business Administration o CBA at College of Computer Studies o CCS. Noon pa man ay masigla na ang mga estudyante ng BSA sa mga aktibidad sa ating universidad. At kahit sa kasalukuyan ay nagagawan pa rin nila ng paraan na makipagkaisa sa mga aktibidad kahit ito ay isinasagawa via online. Isa na rito ang webinar na pinamagatang Finance Talk na nagbibigay ng karagdagang kaalaman kaugnay sa kanilang kurso tulad ng Government Comprehensive Tax Reform Program at Corporate Income Taxes. Sana ay nagustuhan nyo ang mga ibinahagi ko patungkol sa Bachelor of Science in Accountancy. Ako po si Renzi Ubaldo para po sa College Insight.
Maraming salamat, friends! Para sa off-campus, bibisitahin natin ngayon ang isa sa napakagandang syudad na matatagpuan sa Mindoro Island, ang Calapan City, Mindoro Oriental. Narito si Andrea Lynn Francisco para sa detalye.
Hello po sa inyong lahat! Tara at samahan po ninyo ako sa aking biyahe dito po sa Oriental, Mindoro. Ang Oriental Mindoro ay kilala bilang Pearl of Mindoro. Ito ay sikat sa buong mundo dahil sa magagandang beaches, coral reefs at iba pang magagandang lugar para sa mga bago at may karanasang divers. Nandito tayo ngayon sa capital ng Oriental Mindoro, ang Calapan City. Ayon sa mga taga rito, the Calap word means to gather logs. Calapan was supposed to be a place where logs were produced. The City Hall building is a reminiscent of Greek Corinthian architecture. It is a favorite destination for study tours, excursions, and local gatherings and occasions. Calapan City is currently one of only 2 cities in Mimaropa region of the Philippines. It is the center of commerce and industry, the center of transport and communication, and the center of education in the entire province of Oriental Mindoro. It also serves as the administrative center in the entire region of Mimaropa. Calapan City also serves as the gateway to the Oriental Mindoro province with the implementation of the Strong Republic Nautical Highway, an integrated roll-on roll-off project that extends further to the southern part of the Philippines. The Calapan City Seaport is the largest and the busiest seaport in Mindoro Island, with ships that travel to and from the Batangas City International Seaport. The Oriental Mindoro Heritage Museum was built at the old provincial capital of Oriental Mindoro in Barangay Ibaba East, Calapan City, where the Calcuta, an abandoned Spanish fortress, stands. With a combination of classic and modern designs, its features are inspired by the Mahal Tana theme, which highlights the iconic symbols of Oriental Mindoro, the Mangyan, Halcon, Tamarao, and Nauhan Lake. Ipinapakita rin dito ang yamang kultura, artikulo ng kasaysayan at bilang ng tribo ng mga katutubong Mangyan. Residents and tourists alike can enjoy the cooling tropic ambience. Century-old trees abound all around the park with recreational areas, picnic and camping grounds, a mini zoo, zipline adventure, and wall climbing facilities. The park also serves as entry point to the 1-hour Bulusan Eco Trail that ends at the seashore at Barangay Parang. The park is ideal for trekking, jogging, mountain biking, camping, and other outdoor recreational activities. At syempre, hindi po mawawala sa ating biyahe ang pagkain. Andito po tayo ngayon sa isang masarap na kainan sa Calapan City. Ito ay tabing dagat lamang, kaya makakapag-enjoy kayo habang kumakain. Ito rin ay open beach, kaya maaari kayong lumangoy kahit anong oras ninyo gustuhin. Tanaw din mula dito ang Calapan Port o ang Roro Port. Ngayon, nandito po tayo sa ating last destination, dito po sa Severa, kung saan halos 30 minutes lamang ang biyahe mula Calapan Port. Pwede ding akyatin ito para ma-ehersisyo ang inyong mga katawan. Meron ding milk tea shop dito para sa mga milk tea lovers dyan. The view from this place is very nice and truly relaxing to our eyes. It's nice to go at sunset and release your stress and tiredness. Calapan City is truly such a wonder, and ang ipinakita ko po sa inyo ay ilan lamang sa mga pwedeng puntahan dito po sa Oriental Mindoro. Basta pag bumisita po kayo dito, make sure to contact me and we could travel together. Sana ay nag-enjoy po kayo sa ating paglalakbay, and I hope to be with you again on another adventure as we travel off campus. Ako po si Andrea Lynn Francisco para sa NEU Spotlight.
Maraming salamat, Andrea. Isang black and white movie na nagbibigay inspirasyon ang ibabahagi sa atin. Narito ang special feature ni Jana Castro para sa panoorin at NEU.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another movie review only here at NEU Spotlight. The movie that we will feature today is a black and white film based on a true story. Come with me as I introduce you to two of the most iconic figures of American history, Helen Keller and Annie Sullivan on The Miracle Worker. The movie was directed by Arthur Penn and released in 1962. It starred Patty Duke as Helen Keller and Anne Bancroft as Annie Sullivan. When Helen was a baby, she suffered from a sickness that made her deaf and blind. As she grew up, she couldn't communicate with her parents.
There must be some way of confining her somehow.
Well, in a cage! She's a growing child.
And this is where Annie comes to the story. She is a pupil at a school for the blind, and teaching Helen was her first position. She went to the Kellers, and as she put her things down, she immediately taught Helen.
K. E.
Even though Annie had a troublesome past as she teaches, this did not stop her to educate Helen. Things didn't go smoothly at first, but she is full of patience and determination to introduce the world to the young child.
Simple as birth to explain. Helen.
As I watched the film, I can't imagine how difficult it is for Annie to teach a disabled child. But her character perfectly portrays the virtue of staying strong to help others. We can also learn from the movie that communication is crucial. Despite Helen's disability, she can now express herself to the world through sign language. I am also impressed by Helen as she absorbed everything taught to her. She also tried her best to be familiar with her surroundings. I am not gonna lie, I shed a tear when the movie showed how proud her parents are of their amazing daughter. Even though this film was released 60 years ago, the story of Annie and Helen always proves that everything is possible if you have a strong determination. The movie was delivered in black and white, but the story of the two main characters gives color as the story progresses. Thank you for coming with me on this movie review, and I hope you enjoyed our little time together. This has been Gianna Glenda Castro for NEU Spotlight.
Salamat, Jana! At dyan nagtatapos sa mga balita at special features para sa episode na ito. Nawa ay nag-enjoy kayo. Maraming salamat rin sa patuloy na panonood at pagtangkilik ng ating programa. Kaya, upang walang ma-miss out sa mga susunod naming episodes, don't forget to like and subscribe sa ating channel and be sure to hit that bell icon to be notified. Muli ako po si Gwyneth Jubel Pilon, and this is NEU Spotlight.